I want to thank you once again for coming along with me. Morning meditation. The word that I have this morning is the barren women's of the Bible. I'm doing a series, or have been doing a series, of the barren women's of the Bible. And Judges 13 is the one that I'm going to deal with this morning through my morning meditation reading. Judges 13. I had just did something with Samson, but as I began to work on barren women's of the Bible, it came along again about Samson. So we want to go ahead and look at this this morning. I want to share with you what I picked up from it as I was doing my reading. In Judges 13, there was a man in the land of Zorah, of the family of the Danites, named Manoah. And his wife was barren and bare not. But she got a word from the angel of the Lord that appeared unto her. An angel appeared unto Manoah's wife. I wish I could tell you why they give the man name Manoah. Also give you the city or town or country, whatever it is, Zorah, of the family of the Danites. We know Manoah is the wife of this woman that's barren. I'm not sure why they don't give her name, because I was looking all over trying to find what is the name. But you know, you can go back into history and you can find some traditional work that was done, and they'll give you a name. But I don't want to put stuff out that the Bible don't say. And that's what I'm talking about this morning. The Bible didn't say her name, but she was famous in the Bible. She was well known because she was a barren woman. Not only that, but let's look more into this. And his wife was barren and bare not. But she got a word from the angel of the Lord that appeared unto us. See, you got to be a powerful prayer warrior for God to send an angel to you. See, you got to be touching heaven some kind of way through your prayer, through your daily living, through your worship, or something, that God would stop what He doing and command that an angel go and let you know what you tell you what you've been talking about. So evidently she must have been praying to God for a blessing. And God sent His angel to let her know, I heard you. Now look what the angel said unto Manoah's wife. The angel said to the woman, thou shalt conceive and bear a son. Now when I saw that, it made me kind of go back up and read a couple of scriptures before that, because I was trying to figure out, and an angel, God sent an angel to her. So I'm thinking she must have been praying about a kid, about she wanted a son. for the angel to come. That's just a little side note. I'm not sure if that's what she said, but I'm just thinking out loud. And the angel said unto the woman, Thou shalt conceive and bear a son. I need to tell you something that you need to do. He said, not only that I'm telling you that you're going to have a son, but I'm going to tell you something that you need to do. I pray thee, drink no wine. I don't want you drinking no wine while you're pregnant. Don't drink no strong drinks. Don't eat nothing that's unclean. Thou shalt conceive and bear a son. The angel reiterated that. He said, Thou shalt conceive and bear a son. Do not put a razor on his head of hair. Don't cut his hair, is actually what they're saying. It said, He shall be called a Nazarite unto God from the womb. See, he ain't even born yet, but from his womb, he'll be a Nazarite unto God. Now, I believe Samson is the first person in the Bible that was called a Nazarite. That was said to his mother or father not to drink no wine or strong drink or nothing unclean. Don't eat nothing unclean, and don't cut his hair. I believe he's the first one of the Nazarite that was spoken of in the Bible that I can recall. But if you find somewhere else where before then, put it in the comment. Let me know. It's good to know, or will be good to know. And he shall be delivered, and he shall deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistine. Look at that. The angel is telling her, Manoah's wife, which I don't have a name for, so we're going to call her the woman, Manoah's wife. Your son is going to be a Nazarite. Not only is he going to be a Nazarite, but he shall deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistine. Now look at this. Israel is in captivity now of the Philistine. But look at this. In a little while, this child, Samson, once he born and once he began to, become of age, he gonna deliver them out of the hands of the Philistine that they're in captivity to now. Now, when the angel spoke to Manoah's wife, she told him what the angel said. When the angel gave instruction to Manoah's wife, she went and told her husband what was said to her. How many know if you married and you have a wife or a husband, if you being told something like this, and especially if you're a barren woman and never had a kid, and you know this is an angel that's speaking to you, telling you that you will have a son, yeah, tell your husband. Let him know somebody told you this. She said, a man of God. See, she had to be praying and fasting she had to have had a close walk with God to be able to say, a man of God came to me. You know, some of us will say it, somebody told me, but she said a man of God came to me. And his facial expression was like the countenance of an angel of God. Countenance of an angel of God. So it was something different about this man of God that came to her. His facial expression was different. In other words, she said it was like an angel of God. Now that's something. The Bible don't talks about angels and how angels look, but she was able to say this is what she saw. So it was something different about his face than looking at a man's face. She said to Manoah, I did not think to ask him his name. How many know if an angel came to you, you probably wouldn't think to ask him his name neither. You'll be so happy or so afraid. I don't know which one, but I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't ask him his name. And neither did he tell me his name. Ain't that something? But he said unto me, behold, thou shalt conceive and bear a son. And now drink no wine nor strong drinks, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb to the day of his death. Now look at these instructions. This is very precious and important to know. Not only was it told to her once, told to her husband, but it's being told to her once again. You're going to conceive. You're going to have a son. Drink no wine, nor strong drinks. Neither eat any unclean thing. For the child that you're having is going to be a Nazarite to God. Not man, but to God. From the womb of the day he born to the day of his death, he will be a Nazarite to God. After Manoah heard his wife, he asked earnestly the Lord to send again the angel of God unto us. Noah wanted to hear it, and he wanted to know more about the instruction on how to bring this child up, since he's going to be a Nazarite unto God. And his wife not to drink any wine, strong drink, or eat anything unclean. He wanted to know more about this child. He asks earnestly the Lord to send again the angel of God unto us and teach us what we shall do unto the child that shall be born. And you know, that's a good question. In this day and time, you know, God is the one that gives kids, and he's the only one that can create them. So if you want to know how to, you need to talk to God. And that's what they are doing. That's a good example. I think every adult or every married man or woman that's having kids should take notes from this. You need to ask how to bring this kid up. That's a good question. And the woman made haste and ran. So in other words, when the angel came back, she wanted to let her husband know that he's back. This man is back. And that's what any woman should do. If a man come up talking to her about anything, especially about raising a kid that you don't even have, but now you about to have, you need to let your husband know. And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband and said, the man that have appeared unto me, that came unto me the other day, he back. Come and see. And Manoah came to the man and said unto him, art thou the man that spoke unto my wife? Rather his woman, he said, but art thou the man that spoke unto the woman? And he said, I am. And Manoah said, now let thy words come to pass. This son that you're talking about, we want that to take place. We would do what you have already told us. We would drink neither wine nor strong drinks, nor eat anything unclean. But let this word that you have spoken come to pass. And I like the way Manoah said that. We have taken into account what you have said. Now we in agreement with you. Let thy word come to pass. How shall we order the child? And how shall we do unto him? And the best answer for that is just what Manoah and his wife did. You ask the man of God that have came and spoken to you about having a child. That's the best person. You call them the angel of the Lord. So now let the angel of the Lord know, what instruction do you have for me to raise this kid? You telling me that he shall be a Nazarite from the womb until the day he died. This is a special child. We need to know from God how to raise him up in a way that he would give all the praise and glory back unto God. And we'll thank you from now on. But let this word that you have spoken to my wife come to pass. And from this day forward, we would do according to the instruction that you have given us. So we're going to go ahead and stop there. There's not much to this story with Manoah and his wife. But the gist of the story is God needed to raise up a man to destroy, or rather bring Israel out of bondage to the Philistines. And what better way than to raise up a man within Israel under the captivity under Philistine to bring them out of captivity. See, God can use anybody, but he started with a baby that he chose. See, there's something about women that's barren. When you see a barren woman in the Bible, read it closely, because it's so significant to the advancement of the kingdom of God and what God is doing. God knew Israel was in captivity and had been in captivity because of their sin. But he told Israel, if you pray unto me towards this temple, I will hear you. And so now was the fullness of time to bring Israel out of captivity and back to God. And this is where Manoah and his wife conceived a baby boy, and they called him Samson, that would be a Nazarite, that wouldn't eat anything unclean, or drink any strong drink, or any wine, according to the word of God. That God could use him to bring out Israel from their captivity. And Israel would give God the glory and thank him for being the one and only true God. So we're going to stop it here. And I think we have one more to go, so that before we be done finished the barren women's of the Bible. I think we have five, I think it was five that we had in the Old Testament, and we have one that's in the New Testament. And we'll talk about the one I think on the New Testament would be the next one. So we're finishing up with the Old Testament, the barren women's of the Old Testament, and we'll begin with the new one on our next morning meditation. We want to thank you for coming along with us as we learn. We hope that you learn as well. And we'd like to give you, with this particular chapter, Judges 13, actually through 16, through the 16th chapter, 13th chapter through the 16th chapter, actually tell you a little bit more about the family, Manoah and his wife, and the conceived birth of Samson, and also a little bit about Samson's history as he grew up. So you get a chance, read it, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.